basically, at the end of day 4, we was able to do our anchor for our raft, so our raft is good to go ahead and head off and look for a new island. We'll be eventually coming back to this island. We'll be coming back to this island to gather some more resources and stuff, but for now we're gonna try to find out where we want to set up camp. So let's go. Alright. Basically, I'm gonna. Let me see what we got with me. So we are going to leave these on the island because it'll be a little bit before I can make gas. So, but I do want these. Fortunately, I don't remember if there's a shipwreck right out here. Don't remember if we ever. Okay, that's what we're going to do first. Is there is another shipwreck, and I was really bad with my spears. So the very first thing we're going to do is sleep. And then we're going to finish killing that shark and see what we got in that ship. So, that'll work. I'll drag this guy to the other side. Wreck is we're out here somewhere. Let's walk over here, see if I can see where it's at. Yeah, there it is. So we're gonna go right there. There's another, I believe it was a hammerhead. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of him. So 5. So I'm still leaning towards. I believe it's that island over there. It's either this island or that island. do like the shipwreck on that one. We may swing that way first and then come back over here. One thing we want to do is make sure we remember kind of where we're at in regards to our island. So I know how to get back. What I'll probably do before I leave is take our lantern, put it out somewhat close to the water. That way when we're sailing, we can always sail at night and be able to see where we're at. It'll kind of give us an idea of where our island is. So I'm trying to wait for the sun to come up because I don't know if there's any of the spiny guys out here that'll hurt me if I step on them. So yeah, that looks like a large island. I don't want to do my, rather not do my base on a large island. So I think we may shoot for that one over there. That looks like a medium one. This water looks okay. Once again, I don't see exactly where the shipwreck was at. That's where we sailed from, so I could have swore it was right in this area. It's kind of... Oh, we don't want to hit that. The good news is we're probably somewhat close to it because our friend the Hammerhead's back. There it is. So I do not see any of my spears in him. I wonder if that is a new one. So what we may do is just go ahead and not worry about the I definitely don't have enough spears to fight a healthy shark. So let me go grab my stuff and we'll just go ahead and let's go search for a new island. I'm not worried about him right now. Yeah, I think it was right out here. But no, that's another day. So we'll take that guy. Take these guys. Got another ration, so I'm good there. Let's see what else we may need. Let's grab our lantern and set it out here. So now if I come by at night, I should be able to see that from the pretty decent distance out. Yeah, that'll do for now. This island right here, that looks like a smaller one, so what we want to do is try to keep the ship over here, kind of keep that in mind where we're at. So I may do welcome to day 5. I may do a pass around the island to make sure that's where we're going to want to stay. Alright. This might be a good contender. Actually, maybe a little bit too small of an island. Nothing else, we'll grab some resources from here, and then we'll keep moving. Should at least be able to get a crate or 2 off the boat, so... Yeah, this looks like another small island. So there is a cartographer. Is that what it is? A map on your main menu that you can always go back and look at. Shows you the grid of islands and shows you where you're at and stuff. But I figured in the real world I wouldn't have one, so why have one now? That's the tiger shark. See if there's a rail or something we can jump up on this guy. So we're not going to worry about the shipwreck at the moment. There are some barrels. Another shipwreck here. But I am not prepared to fight a shark at the moment. So we're going to... No, it's a medium island. There's a couple giant crabs. So this island may work. Make a quick pass around it. Another shipwreck there. So the nice thing is with the smaller boat that I'm on at the moment, it's very easy to steer this thing. Might bottom out here. So that should be our island right there. So let's go take a look at this guy. This might be our new home. First things first, I'm going to take care of these giant crabs. One down. I'm not concerned if he hits me. Alright, so the one thing I really don't want to see is any snakes. Let's move around the island real quick and see if we hear any. Or see, I guess. Because I hear it long before I see it. Or see it after I step on it. Sometimes. Alright, yeah, I think this is going to be our new home. Okay, so let's try to figure out where we're going to kind of have our base of operations. So it is noon. That didn't help me. I did not bring a compass, so I'm not going to be able to see. I'm trying to think. I want to say that sunrise is over there. So we may... I think what we'll do is we'll make this area right out here this will be where we're start building at. So take care of a few of these guys, and what we'll do is we'll actually bring our ship back over here. Let's drop these. Drop those. Leave these here for now. This here for now. Let's go get our boat. So the one thing I never try to do anymore is to bring my sails down with the anchor not down. I've done that once before, and I was out in the middle of the ocean, and I slid off the back and proceeded to watch my boat sail off without me. So definitely don't do that one anymore. Alright, so let's put them here. Let's find some shade for a minute. We'll kind of plan this out. So we got some yucca trees there. First we'll gather a few sticks so we can go ahead and get us a fire. Get us a fire and shelter so we can at least save. guess let's go ahead and get us a meal going. So the very next thing I want to do is to get our water still done. So let's see if we can put this a palm tree. A few lashings here very soon, so let's go ahead and pick these guys. This should be done by now. That's fine. Let's see, what do we need? Let's go grab us some. So let's get us some resources so we can do a water still. You know what, something actually I don't think I had any more. I was going to say something I think I forgot is my cloth, but I believe I was actually out. So. This guy as we go. That's fine. So we do lashing and let's do a that. Let's cloth go. So basically what I'm trying to do is plan it out a little bit, because what I'll probably end up doing is having, so I'll do a smoker here, I'll probably have another smoker here. I'll end up at some point eventually have 2 water stills. What I may do is make at some point we want to do a garden. Let's see if we can, see if we can scope out somewhere that'll be good for that. This may be a good place. We may just do our garden down along here. We should actually have enough corrugated scrap. The one thing I don't think I do have is leather, though. I believe we need leather. Let's put them down where we can find them. No, what we didn't do yet is a shelter. I'm actually going to swap tools because I really want to get a refined axe, so I don't want to destroy my crude axe at the moment. Let's go ahead and head into day, what is this, 6? And we'll see where we're at. Alright. We really need water. So I'll just go ahead and do this. I really, later on, I don't use these at all, so. Just go ahead and use them up now. Check. Yeah, I need leather. So I think the first thing I want to do is build a tanning rack. That'll allow me to go back. I can always go back to my main island and I'll be able to. Where's my knife? That's fine. I'll be able to head back to my main island and get some leather off of the sharks. Yeah, those need lashings. That's a very unfortunate place for it to spawn. That's the one thing I'm not a big fan of on this island. I don't like where that yucca tree is. I think the other one I wasn't a fan of either. I won't actually need quite a few. So basically I'm going to need 16 fibrous leaves because I'm going to need 4 I need 4 lashings. I believe I have a few in my storage, but I'm going to try to hang on to them just in case I need it later. So one big difference in this game versus the PC, or the PC game versus like Xbox and PlayStation is, you can see I'm up to 11, I believe. So on PC you can go up to 24, and I think on Xbox and PlayStation I believe it's capped at like 4, which is pretty ridiculous. Now you get a lot better, or I think you may just be in half or something. Like I think like the corrugated scraps and stuff you can do up to 4 at a time. So day 6. You can do 4 at a time on PC versus I believe it's 2 on Xbox and PlayStation. Unless they have fixed that recently. When I first started playing this on Xbox. Alright, so let's just not really seeing any more, so I know I've got at least 2. Storage. Alright. We'll put these guys to this, and then crap. I did not need to do a loom, I needed to do a tanning rack. I'll tell you what we're going to do is, since I need to go get the leather anyways, let's fill this guy up. We will go back, get the leather, and see if our palm fronds, or not our palm fronds, but our yucca plants have respawned, which by then they should have. So I believe I've alright, so this is fine. So I believe I did that last time too, was trying to make a tanning rack, and I made a loom, which I really don't need right now. So the loom, you basically take 4 fibrous leaves and you can turn them into cloth, which is very handy for doing like bandages and stuff, but I typically try to be very cautious when I do, hunting and stuff like that, and so I've actually never had to use a bandage or anything because I'm usually not in that situation. Yeah, I think that island will be a decent layout for a base. I'm so mad I made the loom. Man. Yeah, what made it worse last time is I made a loom, and then I took my leather hides over to the loom and was getting mad because I could not create leather. And it took me a minute to realize that I did not make a tanning rack. I made a loom. Definitely noticed the waves a lot more on this little raft versus some of the other ones I've done. Typically I do pretty large rafts, but there's our hammerhead. The issue with doing the large raft is they're very hard to um, steer. Well, our trees haven't spawned back, but at least we have a few of the plants. And then hopefully by the time we're done going around the island, those will spawn back as well. Since we're going to be running around the island for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and take care of these guys. So you can make tool bags as well, which you can basically hotkey your items like my axe and spears and stuff, but the issue with that is every time you drop an item, you basically have to go back in and reassign it to a hotkey, and very often I am dropping all like my axe and stuff when I'm not needing it, so there's quite a few times when I've made tool bags and then I never even end up using them because I get tired of trying to hotkey them all the time. So unfortunately, we may have to hang out on this island for a day. They should be spawning back very soon, so. The other nice thing about going and cleaning up the crabs and stuff is whenever I do come back to the island and stuff, I already have food waiting there that I can quickly cook up, which is nice. So let's just hang out here for a minute. Man, I'm so mad I did that. What I'll do before I take off on this island is I'll go ahead and grab. No, I'll leave the yoga plants. I'll probably go ahead and take the potato. Probably at least take that with me. Maybe the quail. Alright, excuse me a minute. I need to go see what my dogs are going crazy about. Alright, sorry about that. I like to bark at absolutely everything, so.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I hate to use those on that since I'm trying to collect them, but as soon as these guys spawn, we'll be all set, so not that big of a deal. Once I pick this island clean of all the resources and stuff, I will grab that lantern because those are very handy. I'm not going to eat that quite yet. We should be pretty good on food at the moment. Guess let's just run around, make sure I didn't miss anything. still sorry if the video is choppy. I don't have a capture card or anything, so I'm trying to do it as I go on the fly. So um, computer should be able to handle it. My CPU is not really running too hard, so. But I am new to streaming, so still trying to work some bugs out with the system. There we go. There it is. Couldn't remember where the third one was. Alright, so I'm gonna grab the potato. I actually don't think I want to grab the fruit right at the moment. I think what I may do is take these. Get us some water. Hopefully I don't poison myself. I believe there was the little prickly guys over here. That's where I went there. Not a big fan of sailing this at night, but don't necessarily have anything else to do on this island. Or, yes I do. Totally forgot to grab the leather. That would be very handy. You can also hear the in-game music change when there is a shark around you.
Oh, gross.
So for now I'm going to leave the shark meat on these guys. Because I don't necessarily need the food at the moment. And like I said, if we ever come back to the island again, it'll give us a good source of food, so that'd be handy. See if there's anything else that I actually need. Alright. Now we should be able to craft our tanning rack, get us some leather strips. Then I can do my refined axe, and we can also that'll also allow us to do some refined spears as well, which are makes messing with sharks much easier. We got one following us right now, as a matter of fact. Let's see, kind of see him right there. Actually, that was around. So yeah, with the refined spears, I believe the sharks only take 4 hits instead of like the 8 or 9 that it takes with the regular spears. So it makes it very useful, a lot less items in the inventory. So, and then once I can do the refined spears and refined axe, we will probably go ahead and start. So we'll probably try to take care of the shipwrecks first, I guess. We'll do the shipwrecks, and then we will start constructing our base. So, luckily, we have not had any rough weather on the seas yet. Knock on wood, I guess. Still need I need to craft the hoe as well. That way I can have it in your, or be holding it to be able to craft your farming plots. So since we want to get that going. One of the other things I want to do when I get my tanning rack is I need to make some. So let's just drop that. Leave that. Leave those at the moment. We'll need like the leather, the water skin, to make it much easier to do our plots. So let's do. Just hang on to this for a minute. Sorry about that. The dog was whining again. I just lost my knife. not a loon. Alright. So let's go make some leather straps. Let's make a water skin. So first things first, let's do us a refined axe. And now let's, actually we need to do another, we're going to need another knife. So I think next thing we want to do is create a, so we need another lashing. Sweet. Okay. So let's start doing our farming plots. Really don't need that thing now. So to get my potato planted, we'll get those planted. So unfortunately, I'm getting a little bit of water going on them, but keep checking on that quite a bit. So we can at least do 3 spears for now. Don't really need that guy. So what I may have to do is drink from some coconuts for a little bit, because I need the water for my farming plots. Unfortunately, it'd be really nice if I could find another stick somewhere, or another rock somewhere. Hopefully, no, there we go. That works. Ask and you shall receive. That'll work. Because I didn't really check out this islands very well so far. See if I can make a do a pick. I can. There's a rock up here I can farm, so that'll be helpful. that. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do that because I have leather at the moment. When it gets daylight, what we'll do is we'll go out to one of the shipwrecks, and we will go ahead and get us another shark, so we can get a little bit more leather. Luckily, I think there's a shipwreck right here. There's the big one across the land that we can do. It's going to take a minute to get this filled up. Let's actually go ahead and sleep through the night. Ready for day 7, I believe. Alright. We'll do 4 spears, and then we'll head out and hunt us some sharks. Before we do that, though, I want to make a meal and
gross.
drink another coconut. Sorry about that. What I need to do is trying to debate if I want to do a really need a fire pit, but I can't do a fire pit without a refined pig. So the first things first is the getting a shark. So let's get rid of some of the stuff we don't need. Need that. We don't need that at the moment. Don't need that at the moment. Don't need these at the moment. Don't need that. Alright. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully I have much better luck. Much better luck hunting than I have been, because it has not been good. So actually, there it is. So this wreck right here would be nice, because there should be a shark by it, and it's also really close to where we're at. So I'm trying to stay as close as I can into land. for. Hopefully that's close enough we can lure him out. Welcome to day 7. Maybe go out a little bit more. Let's see if that's good. There he is. Well, that is not good at all. That was one of my refined spears. The rocking of the boat really throws it off. And I don't think these couple that I have are going to be enough. But I do have a couple more. It's a nice tiger shark. I may actually go back and look for my spear. I kind of hate to lose that. Alright. There should be another one in him. Did I lose 2? Must have lost. That's only me. No. I only made 3. That's what it was. Okay. That's why I had the other spears. So while we're here, let's go ahead and see what we got on this guy. Some barrels. Like that. Like that. Doesn't look like much else though. Oops. So at some point I may come back out for those barrels to do. I really don't know if I actually want to build my raft any larger. It's very nice to be able to steer it this easily. So I may just leave them there for now. Alright. So this will at least get us a few more um, the strips. So just like before, I'm going to go ahead and leave the meat on him because I don't necessarily need it yet. So should be able to do a pick. Let's find us another stick. So, yeah, we need to check our crate, see what we got. First, let's get some more rocks. And that'll be another reason to go back to the first island, was there was a rock there we can also harvest. Because we are going to need a few for, let's make sure there's no more on this island. We need to build a fire ring so we can get a smoker going. We need to get a I think what else there was. There's a couple things that we want to get. So let's see what we got here first. Yeah. Let's see. So I think the next thing I want to do is a fire pit. And then we will do us a smoker. We got a cloth. The one thing we don't have at the moment are lashings. Drop this guy over here. All we need is lashings, and then we can get us a smoker going. So the smoker, what it will do is allow us to not have our meat go bad. So if you have meat just laying on the ground or cooked meat, it will spoil. So smoking it will last forever. So that's obviously very handy. But I think what I may be doing is, while we're waiting for some palm springs and stuff to respawn, I think I'm probably going to call that a stream. That way I can go make some dinner and stuff like that, and then I will probably try to jump back on again tonight and keep going with the, what are we on, day 7. So let me go ahead and save the game. Alright, so with that I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream. So thanks for watching.